Literature becomes the living memory of a nation. A state of war only serves as an excuse for domestic tyranny. It is time in the West to defend not so much human rights as human obligations. Anyone who has proclaimed violence his method inexorably must choose lying as his principle. For a country to have a great writer is like having a second government. That is why no regime has ever loved great writers, only minor ones. We have arrived at an intellectual chaos. It is not because the truth is too difficult to see that we make mistakes. We make mistakes because the easiest and most comfortable course for us is to seek insight where it accords with our emotions, especially selfish ones. You only have power over people so long as you don't take everything away from them. But when you've robbed a man of everything, he's no longer in your power. He's free again. Man has set for himself the goal of conquering the world, but in the processes loses his soul. The battle line between good and evil runs through the heart of every man. A man is happy so long as he chooses to be happy, and nothing can stop him. The salvation of mankind lies only in making everything the concern of all. Everything you add to the truth subtracts from the truth. Blow the dust off the clock. Your watches are behind the times. Throw open the heavy curtains which are so dear to you. You do not even suspect that the day has already dawned outside. If one is forever cautious, can one remain a human being? Own only what you can always carry with you. No languages, no countries, no people. Let your memory be your travel bag. Religion always remains higher than everyday life. In order to make the elevation towards religion easier for people, religion must be able to alter its forms in relation to the consciousness of modern man. How can you expect a man who's warm to understand one who's cold? Talent is always conscious of its own abundance and does not object to sharing. Violence can only be concealed by a lie, and the lie can only be maintained by violence. The name of reform simply covers what is latently a process of the theft of the national heritage. Justice is conscience, not a personal conscience, but the conscience of the whole of humanity. Those who clearly recognize the voice of their own conscience usually recognize also the voice of justice. The clock of communism has stopped striking, but its concrete building has not yet come crashing down. For that reason, instead of freeing ourselves, we must try to save ourselves from being crushed by its rubble. Not everything has a name. Some things lead us into a realm beyond words.